In yesterday's video we talked about that we have a triple high and a triple low when it comes down to liquidity. You can see the white circles here on the screen, and I said please don't take a trade right away because we were right in the middle when I uploaded the video, right at the point of control. So it really can go either way. So we're first going to take out the high or take out the lows, and then we are going to reverse. Well, the answer was we are first going to go higher. And we took out now these three lows, and officially that turned me full bearish. I do not see any reason anymore to go long, and I will only look for shorts. Therefore also the title of this video. Very interesting enough, not only did we take out the high that I just deleted, I said already a few times last week and this week, I said, well, actually we have this 15-minute high here that actually looks very nice to take out, and we also took out those highs. If I quickly pull a horizontal line here, and then we go to the price action that we had last night, there you can see it very nicely. We took out the highs and then we went lower. Two things: I did not short it because it was very early for me in the morning. Second of all, when I opened up the charts this morning and I saw that pump, I thought, okay, nice, I'm generally more bearish than bullish anyway, so the higher we go, the bigger the reason for me to short. But also it looked very unfinished, and also on the 15-minute the money flow was very strong. Also on other time frames, if we zoom out a little bit, 30-minute actually looked healthy, 1 hour actually looked kind of good. As you can see, not all too bad. And also I said in the previous videos, as something that also happens, that if we can hold above these highs right here, there is a good reason for us to go higher. So since we were already there for a couple of hours, I thought to myself, well, this doesn't look all too bad, and I was actually hoping for another move to the upside and then maybe take the trade based on a bearish divergence. But unfortunately we just earlier had to dump down, and to be honest guys, this is the pattern that we are just seeing over and over again. A little bit of a bar pattern, or kind of bleeding out pattern, because actually it's not really a bar pattern. We're going up, we're going sideways, and eventually we're going down, going up, bleeding a little bit out, we're dumping down. Here then again it's the same. So yeah, you know what, this is just a typical, this is really just a market right now, very weak. We have these fake bumps to the upside. One dude with a couple $100 million on his bank account can move the market. So yeah, it is just actually awful, and sometimes also a little bit tricky to trade. But like I said, we have taken out now the liquidity from these highs right here, from the 15-minute. Other than that, there's actually not much left than maybe the textbook trade here from that significant high and the golden pocket, but I think we're not going to get it anymore. So for now on, I would only be looking to short. What will I short? Well, if we zoom in here on the 15-minute, if I see a slight signs of weakness, then I will be jumping into a short. But the textbook one, or the best one actually, would be if we could retrace a little bit more to the upside, 0.5 a golden pocket, and then just to go lower again. To be honest, this golden pocket here nicely lines up with the value area high, but since we have so much weakness in the market, I actually think that we are not going to get it. It's approximately 1%. What else could you do? Then I would really zoom in maybe the 5-minute or even lower, and to say, you know what, we are going higher, and then once we break the structure, market structure, then I would definitely enter a short, because that is then your short signal. If you're using market Cipher B, you could also try to be very aggressive and see if you see this curving to the downside, the money flow, the VWAP, and eventually the momentum wave, that is then your entry on a very small time frame. But be careful that you already made a high, because if else it's going to be tricky to put in your stop loss. You need to have a good high already somewhere, something like this, and then you then enter here, and then your stop loss is above this high. Not perfect, but it is a little bit aggressive and degenerate, and actually could work out if we kind of just waterfalling down our way to the downside. And why I'm bearish, of course, I already said it now multiple times. It's also just the time of the year. Usually September is a very bad month. I want us to dump lower to make really that macro higher low on the monthly time frames. I think we can take out this liquidity right here. On the weekly, we still had that bearish divergence. Don't forget about that. Already mentioned that a couple of times. Yeah, there's just so much reason for us to go lower. Here's, by the way, the bearish divergence. Quickly draw it in for you, where we made on the weekly a higher high and the momentum wave made a lower high. Therefore, is your bearish divergence right away confirmed. It just looks very, very weak, right? So this is for me the reason to go lower, and really I'm aiming for approximately 20 to 19k. 19k would actually be super juicy. Yeah, if I'm just looking here now at the chart, and also especially the move that we had in the price action from lately, if you have some good news, you can pretty much just short it, because we're going to retrace the move. If you have a pump, you can pretty much short it, because we're going to retrace it. Although, like I said, there was not really a 100% confirmed signal for me to go in, other than just taking liquidity. When I saw it this morning, like I said, it was not enough for me to pull the short trigger. The indicators actually look good. You also see that volume here is spiking on the 1 hour, so didn't look all too bad. Well, maybe we get another move up. When I see exhaustion, then I will leg it in, but we didn't see that, unfortunately. So with that being said, guys, that was it for today. It was a little bit of a shorter video. But I just want to give you that update and saying like, hey, you know what, we predicted the take on liquidity, one of both sides. It played out, and now we can really just look for shorts, because as you can see, we completely retraced the move, and again, it is the story of the market. So I would be looking for a short once it's in profit, move the stop loss to enter the profit, and then just let it ride. If I get stopped out, completely okay. Then I just wait for another opportunity, and I will just try to keep on shorting until we eventually go much lower, take liquidity, and make that macro higher low. So that could take a long time. That'll be it for now. Enjoy your weekend. Don't do stupid shit, and see you guys very soon again in the next one. Bye bye.